Hey, it's Will from Into02, and today I'm going to be playing one of the most beloved games from my childhood, Lighthouse. Let's get started. So if you can't tell already, this is a really old game. From back in 1996, to be specific. That last cutscene with the baby scarred me as a child. That was so scary. Okay, so right now we are in the main character's house. Let's see what messages we have.
Hello, dear. It's your mother. It seems like we never hear from you anymore. Well, don't worry. Your father and I are fine. And honey, when you get tired of living in that damp, chilly house, your room at home is still waiting for you. Oh, and make sure you're taking your vitamins and using that nice umbrella Aunt Selma gave you last Christmas. Okay? I love you. Bye.
Hello? Remember me? Your editor? You're not answering your calls, are you? I'm getting tired of talking to a machine. I thought you'd be home writing, but apparently you're not. You know, I can't send out that advance until I actually see some of that story you're working on. Call me back. This is Jeremiah Crick. Something has happened. Something horrible. I have to leave immediately. I don't know how long I'll be gone. Amanda is here at the lighthouse. I don't want to leave her alone. Please come right away. If you don't hear from me soon, it will mean that I have failed. And then... Oh God, I just can't think of that now. There is no time. I have no choice. Please, you're the only one who can help me. Come now.
Alright, grab the lighter. Wild Oregon. I can only assume that's where she is right now. Okay. Take a look at the journal. January 10th, 1995. I have decided to get a house on the coast for the summer. Being away from the city will give me a chance to clear my head and get some work done on my story. I have been watching the papers, and I am going to go look at a place next week. I hope it will be the right one. I am anxious to settle in and have some time to myself. January 16th. The house was perfect. The rent is reasonable. I can move in at the beginning of April. There is a beautiful view of the coast, and it is 5 miles to the nearest town. There are some other houses in the area, but the coast is rugged, and there is a sense of peaceful seclusion. April 14th. It has been a hectic 3 months, but I am here at last. I unloaded the trailer yesterday, and I am busy with the details of moving in. I took a walk by the sea this morning. The shore is mostly rocky, but there are stretches of sand and pebble beach. I found a trail to the water and enjoyed wading in the surf. This is a truly beautiful place. There is even an old lighthouse a mile or two down the coast. May 3rd. I am settling into a routine, and I am beginning to write. I have met a few locals in town. People seem friendly, but tend to keep to themselves. The weather has been cold and wet, but I'm sure it will improve by summer. Last night, I was surprised to see that the light was operating at the lighthouse. It is an old place, and I thought it was out of service. Luckily, it is far enough away not to be a distraction. May 17th. I have met the owner of the lighthouse. I was walking on the beach and came across a man out with his baby daughter. His name is Jeremiah Crick, and he is some kind of professor. He has purchased and renovated the lighthouse. He seems to be a fascinating character. He has repaired the old light and sometimes runs it on stormy nights. May 30th. My writing is progressing well, and the weather is warmer. I go to town twice a week for supplies. I saw Dr. Crick last Friday. He was with his daughter again. He calls her Mandy, but her real name is Amanda. He seemed glad to see me, but was in a hurry. He could only talk for a few minutes, but I held Mandy while he loaded his truck with bales of wire. In this isolated place, it is good to find someone to talk to. June 5th. I awoke last night to lightning and thunder. It was late, but the weather was awe-inspiring. I sat up for more than an hour and watched the storm. I think I saw St. Elmo's fire at the lighthouse. The light was on when I awoke, but went off at the peak of the storm. I saw a bluish halo around the top of the tower. It lasted a few minutes, then faded away. June 13th. On my errands in town this morning, I bumped into Dr. Crick at the post office. Mandy was fussy, so we went to the diner to get her some milk. We had a good talk over our coffee, though when I asked about his work, he gathered up the baby and left in such a hurry he forgot to leave money for his tab. I was happy to pay it, however, as Dr. Crick and his daughter provided the most pleasant company I've had in weeks. June 21st. I am listless and uninspired. I have taken to long walks exploring tide pools and coves nearby. It is hard to believe I am uninspired in such a beautiful place. For the last week I have been unable to write, but I know the story will come. I'm sure it will. Okay. Pushing the chair. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. It seems to parallel the journal from June 5th. Okay, let's move these things out of the way. Okay. Grab Aunt Selma's umbrella. My purse. So I can only assume that the main character is a woman. Or maybe Indiana Jones. Okay. And off we go. Gosh, I wonder what his hydro bill is. Alright, well, this looks like a good place to leave off. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next time for part 2. Remember to comment on the video, rate it, and subscribe. Have a great day.